I messed it up so bad, bro. At the beginning, I was a salesman. Ooh, I was like, yeah, I do this, I do that. I was not getting any callbacks.
Yeah.
When I just switched my mentality to say, I'm just gonna go out and make friends, that's when I make the most sales. Hey, let's say you meet somebody, right? And it's like, hi, my name is Justin. I do this, and that. Shut up. And just look at them.
Makes sense.
Because my job is not to tell you exactly what I do.
Yeah.
My job is to tell you what I do to the extent that it provides, to the extent that it sparks curiosity in you. I'm not selling you the service. I'm selling you in curiosity. Like, I'm getting you curious on what I do. That's it. And if you're not curious about what I do, you're certainly not interested.
Makes sense.
So let's say if I start telling you what I do, you're gonna get fade out in the first 60 seconds. But if I can have a sharp delivery in the first 30 seconds, and then you start thinking in your mind, how can he help me? So I just say that. My name is Ron Fajardo. From Austin, Texas. I own and operate a cleaning company. We have about 300 customers, commercial and residential, in the area of Houston, Dallas, and Austin. That's it. And then I shut up and I just look at them.
That helps a lot. That makes sense.
You see what I did?
Yeah.
I shut up. What do you do?
Start
talking.
Yeah.
That's what I need. And then I shut up and I just look at them. Oh, that's interesting. How long have I been? Oh, yeah, 2 years. And I just look at them. And then once I feel that conversation has gone long enough in terms of like they know what I do and who I am, I start asking them, oh, what do you do? But I typically, if you want to do like a one-on-one scenario, you gotta like.
I kill one-on-ones. I love those.
So you don't know how to do the group of scenarios, or?
It's more so groups. Like, I hate the groups, and it's more so like the waiting, because sometimes they don't always start with you. So now you gotta wait, and then he goes to here.
So how many people are we talking in this group?
Sometimes I've been in circles where it's 10, sometimes I've been in circles where it's 12, sometimes I've been in circles where it's 3.
But is it an exercise from the meeting, or?
No, this is like a real, like, we networking, we talking now.
So with 12 people, I will create one-on-ones on that.
It's like one of those, like, we're in the round table. Ain't no one-on-ones. This is where we sitting.
Well, I will create one-on-ones with the people I got next to. That's it. To
Gotcha.
the people. To.
Oh, so you talking about after the introduction, you would start the one-on-ones?
Yeah, let's say is the round table and everyone's talking, or just one person talking and then.
Everybody's talking the same.
Exactly. So this is what you do.
Well, I've heard that. Sometimes it is one-on-one. Most times it is one-on-ones.
Well, the moment that you see other people talking, you connect with the people next to you, because you only have as much ability to connect to the ability that you got proximity to that person. You won't create any bond speaking to the person on the other side of the table, but you have a better shot creating a connection with the person next to you. And it's how many times have you met somebody that tells you, "Oh, I met this person because he was sitting next to me."
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah.
That's how it. So it's like,
hey,
what's your
yesterday? I was the one that took me to events.
You see, I don't even have to be there.
Yeah.
Like I know how this shit's done, and it's like the people are next to you. Hey, what do you do? What's your name? And typically, the best networking is not talking about work at the beginning stages. So let's say if I really want to crush a one-on-one, I'll start with a compliment, genuine compliment. Like same thing. Hey, I love your jacket, man. I just shut up. Oh, really? Thank you. What's your name? Justin. Nice meeting you. The moment you create physical contact, it's in the background.
That makes sense.
And then you just generally just try to get to know them. They don't give a shit about you till they know how much you care about them.
Damn, I must be really a good salesman already. I be doing that.
Yeah.
Gave me confirmation. I didn't know I was doing sales though at that point. I just thought that was a genuine, hey.
That's the thing. Some people are naturally good at it.
Yeah.
And some people, like, that's just effective communication. But that's sales anyways.
Yeah.
Effective communication, it's a thing, but that's what's in the phase of work, it's like sales. So if you can make people feel good about themselves, then they'll trust you. They'll start asking you questions, you will deliver in a sharp way, they'll feel comfortable with you, they will like you, they will trust you, and then they'll do business with you. Like, and networking events are the best. Because my job is not to sell anybody. It's just to plant in us. It's just to plant enough seeds of curiosity that one of them's gonna fucking bloom. And whenever it blooms, baby, I'm gonna be there to drop the water. That's what every networking event, your job is not to sell.
Yeah.
Because the worst guy is the guy that's selling everybody.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
That's like the guy at the club trying to get every girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you're just genuine in terms of like you're just trying to get to know that person and you just like, they feel good around you, that's it. You know what? I asked Grant Cardone this question in a one-on-one. And I asked him, what do you think makes the best salespeople stick out? He said, they make people feel good about themselves like anybody else. So most people will think salesmen make themselves look so good that the prospect cannot say no. Mm-hmm. The best salesmen make the prospect feel so good about themselves that they empower them to take the decision and action of doing business with the business person or the salesperson.
That makes sense.
So it's completely a different role, but that's why I think the top 3% actually makes 80% of the profits in sales. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And then the other 77%, the other 97% live off of 20. So let's say you have the pool, right? The money, like the selling part.
Yeah.
And 80% is made up of the top 3%. And then that 3% disperses all the money on the 80% of sales. And then the 20%, 97% of the salespeople live off of that 20%. That's why you will meet people that make $500,000 selling, and you will meet people that make 20.
That makes sense.
Because it's full commission. But hey, they're getting from different pools. The guy, the upper 3%, had enough to pull $500,000. But the guy from the 97% had no other option but to get from the the little pond. So
that makes perfect sense.
I think that's yeah. But when I'm selling door to door, I am selling.
Oh, for sure.
So
yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because I'm great at the beginning, but in the middle, it's the closing the deal of putting numbers in contracts. That's the part that I'm like, oh shit, what did I mess up?
Yeah, because the thing is that usually people that are like, easily approachable, people feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
You're good at that, so you're good at introductions and you're good at presentations.
Yeah.
Like you're good at like delivering your name, getting to know them, and then showing them the product and everything else. But when it comes to like this, how much it costs, that's when you get nervous.
Yeah.
Because you are naturally good at like hi and enthusiasm and everything. But when it comes to like this, you're good at giving. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to taking, that's when you struggle.
Yeah.
So like, that's self-awareness, right?
Yeah.
You're good at making people feel good, you're good at introducing yourself, you're good at talking about the product, but when it comes to the closing, I get nervous. Why? Because I'm scared of getting no for an answer. That's it. So it's like, if you can get rid of the idea of control, which is an illusion, nobody has control over anybody. It's just about, can I create a pitch in which I deliver consistently enough and I follow, and it's a system in which I detach myself from the emotion of the result.
Yeah.
So let's say, I'm gonna do what I do best, which is my introduction and representation, and then I will follow a system that will take care of the result for me.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you have a script in which you're saying every single time, and it's like, okay, well, when it comes to the numbers and how everything gets taken care of, the marketplace value is typically $1,000, but since we met at that networking event, I'm gonna drop it down for you guys for $800. That's it. That'll include taxes, fees, and everything else. Now, events are this, and that. What dates will work for you guys best? Like you just gotta have a closing line that you will say every single time. That when you say it, you will sound confident, not because you're the best deal ever, but because you have said it so many fucking times that you sound like the best deal in the market. Because you sound confident, you know what I'm saying? Like this guy knows what he's doing. So and I know exactly where you're at because I used to coach people like that.
Yeah.
Like good at that, good at talking, but when it comes to like sign here, they're like, oh. But it's like if you can develop a system, and you're saying the same thing, you don't focus on like, oh, I'm trying to make these people feel good. No, you're focused on, I'm gonna push the conversation and close, and I'm gonna just follow the system, so the system takes me to the result. I no longer control what happens. The system will control what happens. And if my system's proficient and it's good enough, and I do it on a consistent basis, it's gonna deliver consistent results.
Makes sense.
And if you do it on a consistent basis, it's not giving you results, then the system's wrong. But then you tweak it and tweak it. That's when it comes to like, oh, you fail, then you go back, and you fail. I was reading this book, John Maxwell, about leadership.
Yeah.
It talks about the stages of entrepreneurship. So first,
what's the name of it? I think I have it.
21 laws of irrefutable leadership.
I gotta get that in.
So the test, first you're tested, right? Then you fail. Then you learn based on the fail. Then you act again, and then you re-enter. Then you fail, then you learn, then you act, then you re-enter. Fail, learn. But every single time, if you're doing it right,
yeah.
You're failing at a different level,
yeah.
But you're also getting better. You know, it's work, no results, but you're a little bit better. Work, no results, but you're way better than what you were 3 weeks ago. Work, boom, you just got your big contract. You got paid for the last 4 months of work, not for that one contract you signed, but for the last 4 months of work. When you sign that contract, that automatically pushes your profile up, and then at the same time, your skill levels have been practiced 100 times already. Because the attempts that you have had are like 200, 300 times. So think about it this way: you have set the pitch 300 times, and now you have a big contract landed. So that gives you a little bit of like, it bumps your name a little bit up. Yeah. Plus, you're a killer on your script already because you're 500 reps into that fucking pitch. And by the time another prospect comes around, you got 500 reps already on deck that pretty much give you all your learning. And you now can Jones effect, which is, hey, I already work with X artist. I already work with this person. So, oh, you said it yourself. Oh, you know that person. Oh, you know it. So it already like gives you a credibility check. Like,
yeah.
You know, verified thing. So people are afraid of failing, but it's just the relationship that you have with failure, because I don't really see it like I used to, because if somebody says no, I'm like, okay, did I did the process how I used? Did I put that person through the funnel? Did I follow the pitch like I used to? Yes, okay, perfect. That customer was not for me anyways. Some people don't even have the money to pay you. Yeah. And you're like, oh fuck, I messed it up, I messed up the sale. Bro, that was ineligible because they could have not transferred you the money anyways. So you see, the systems detaches you from the emotion of the result. It's just like, did I follow the system? Yeah. Good. That's good enough. Because I'm gonna follow the system. That's it.
Makes sense.
You see? But you gotta believe in the system, because the system works, but not everybody works the system.
Makes sense.
And this is the thing. People go and do it 100 times. Oh, yeah, no results. It doesn't work. And then they switch. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. And then they switch. Then they switch. Then they switch. And they live their whole life switching things. Instead of sticking to their guns, you know, with a system that works. And all you gotta do is do your research. How to build a sales pitch. Bro, everything's on Google.
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
Everything's on Google. 3 steps to our conversation. Introduction, presentation, close. That's it.
Which one is it? The 21 irrefutable?
21 irrefutable laws of leadership by John Maxwell.
Gotcha. Because there was like 4 different editions of it. I'm gonna put that into my basket.